Hey, Spuddies, Potato Whiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 6 as our good friend, Robert the Bruce of the Scottish Empire. Things are going quite well for us here. We've got a whole bunch of cities that are settled around the world. We have liberated Samarkand, where I don't know exactly what our goal with the war with Mali is anymore, but we did just pick up colonialism, which will give us +1 production on all of our fishing boats. And if we take a little bit of a search here, you can see inside the Scottish Empire, there are about 25 fishing boats. I think it's actually 24 because it's counting one fishing boat that I have a unit on, so it's technically counting this frigate one. So that's 24 production we got across our empire by researching colonialism, which is amazing. I'm going to go ahead and pick up civil engineering for the slightly better public works card. That'll give me better builders, as well as the 15% production towards wonders and all the beautiful things that go there. In terms of envoys, we have quite a few choices. It really depends on what we want. I do think it would be good to have a good friendship with Kumasi, so I think I'll fight for that again. That'll take us from 92 culture per turn up to 102 culture per turn. I'm tempted to also take control of Antananarivo because that's a percentage-based increase in our culture, which would be super nice. I could build a relationship with Geneva and Hattusa. I think I'm going to go ahead and focus here and take Antananarivo. These are two really, really nice cultural city-states, and that will get me a nice boost. That's a 4% boost to our culture per turn. Really, really nice. And that will get better as we recruit more great people throughout the game. Let's take the rolling barrage promotion on this frigate that's near the city of Timbuktu so that we can do more damage to the city. I'll also bring a frigate over to blast the city, and I'll bring over this caravel so that I can start to damage the city. I think I would like to capture this city and then liberate it. We're also going to be coastally raiding the coastline here in order to grab a little bit of science. We did grab a tech out of that, and we are shoving our way towards the chemistry technology, so every little bit of science that we can pillage is a big deal. I am going to need to start amping up how much science I'm producing. Let's go ahead and drop a mine over here in Forest. I'm going to delay chopping this forest for a moment while we wait for the lighthouse to finish. I've got 1,000 gold in the bank, and I'm going to try to just keep my caravels on my harbours to keep them safe. I would like to inject gold into Scone here, because there are 2 really nice fishing boats nearby. So I think I will grab a builder and then double purchase these tiles. I think that's the move to give that city a little bit of help. You got to think of gold as like production you can move around the map. That's a really important way to think about gold. Oh, nice. We just finished the Colosseum. The Colosseum is going to give us +2 culture, +2 loyalty, and +2 amenity to each city centre within 6 tiles of the Colosseum. I believe I will get 3 cities in range of the Colosseum, so that should be 6 amenities, which is like it's like getting 2 extra luxuries in each of these cities. In theory, I could kill Kumasi and get an even better result there. I don't think I want to. Yeah. Now, we do have Visselbanken plugged in, so when these trade routes sort of come up, we are going to want to retool them towards trading with city-states, because it's worth 8 culture per city. Let's go ahead and look at our available routes, and I think we want to trade with city-states this game. So I'm going to say city-state, and Philip Keel to Antananarivo is a really good one. So let's pop in here, we'll grab a trader, and then another available route to a city-state would probably be Samarkand, because they also have a trade request, so that would be amazing. So Philip Keel, let's grab ourselves another trader in here, and we should be able to get a lot of benefit out of these traders. Okay, the Colosseum was finished here in Chris Walters. Something this city could do is, let's take a look at the tiles. Could we flip around the tiles? Could we do anything interesting there? Not really. The city is kind of chock-a-block, so to speak. One thing we could focus on is that we could either do campus research grants, which would get us a lot of science and great scientist points, or we could build builders to continue to extend, it would allow us to move production around our empire, right? We wouldn't need to build builders in Carson Kinney quite as many times. It would allow us to move builders up here to the north. I don't really see the need for a huge amount more builders. I mean, I guess there's a little bit of a need, but not a massive amount. Yeah, I didn't go for Magnus this game, so it's not really necessary. Let me go into the settler map mode. Maybe there's some settlers. Ooh, hello. Let's have a look here. If we could get some settlers over here towards this side of the world, there are cities we could get, and that is kind of fun. It's probably too late into the game for like getting settlers over there to be really impactful on the outcome of the game, but it would be fun to do, is the thing. But I think its low impact on the actual outcome of the game means I'm going to just come in here and do campus research grants like continuously. I'm going to bring my privateer over to here. No, I'm going to pop over here to kill this niter mine because that's worth gold. I'll get both of these frigates to blast the city. I think our goal is to kill the city and then sue for peace with Mali, ideally getting a ridiculous amount of gold off them. Another builder has popped out of Carson Kinney. I guess I could send it down here. Let's go into Edinburgh. Let's make sure. Well, I probably need to rename these cities to patrons rather soon. So we will get that done. I'm going to go ahead and prioritize the shipyard in this city because it's a really good building and I can get 99 production towards it. So that'll bring it down to 9 turns, which is a very buildable shipyard. 10 turns on a shipyard is an amazing amount of time. It's a beautiful building. So he wants peace now, but I want to capture that city before I do peace. I could also blow up the city, just like literally just destroy it. That could be something worth doing. I'm going to go ahead and do another listening post here, again, just to get that little bit of combat strength against them. Blast the city. Blast the city. You're playing it safe. We'll coastally raid right there. You get into position. We gain sources. Bring forward the frigate. Blast the city. And now we've actually brought the walls down to where we can attack with this guy, and he'll get a promotion, meaning we'll level him up. We'll blow up the city. It's going to be awesome. We have the trade route. We want to look for gold. I want to trade with Antananarivo. That's 16 gold per turn plus 9 culture. It's insanely good. And 2 food, 2 production. Right, helping develop our capital. Unfortunately, there's no flat land in the capital to go for a spaceport, but that's okay. We're going to trade with Samarkand. That's 16 gold and 8 culture per turn. With amazing trade routes. Genuinely insane. I don't think we need this many builders anymore. I think we can actually cancel these. We could give up this golf course in exchange for something. We have the campus, we have the harbour. We can always build a water park. I do think it's just getting the industrial zone for the great people points is actually kind of sick, so I'm going to do it. Yeah, okay, sure, we lose the amenities, but I think the great people points just really are valuable for the late game of a science victory. I'll pop a little fishing boat down here. You do a little mine. Maybe it would be good to build another, like, one builder and send it north, because I'm going to send this builder to the north. Pop a little trading dome here. Now Forez is basically fully built. I mean, if we're going to build the aqueduct, we should totally place it before we do anything else. Perfect. I think I'm going to buy the shipyard in the city of Cullen. It's 1,000 gold, but it gets me 16 gold per turn as well as 8 production. It'll massively increase how quickly the city develops. I think it's a worthwhile expenditure of gold. I really, really do. Let's do a little coastal raid right there for another 250 gold. Let's blast the city once, twice, and thrice. And then I want to level you up rather than capture the city. So I'll capture the city with another guy so I can get a level on him instead. Now, apparently loyalty is fine in here, although unless I say keep the city. How is loyalty good in here? What the hell? That's kind of confusing. Oh, I guess Mali's in a dark age. So capturing this city, I'll be able to tell him, hey, my dude, you need to give me a better, peace deal before I trade this back. Another fishing boat going down here in Scone. Oh, look at those fishing boat tiles, man. They're beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, plus 3 era score from getting an industrial zone with an adjacency of 4 or higher. I would also like to piece out Sundiata Kita now. I want all your gold, like all of it. He'll give me 52 gold per turn, which is fantastic. Wait, I don't want your cities. Diara I might keep. Yeah, I'll keep Diara because that seems like a good city. But I'm not keeping Timbuktu. So let me go ahead and make a peace deal, okay? Timbuktu I'll return. All the money. There's 105 gold to return a city. What about silver as well? Okay, based. I get to take whatever I want from you. Awesome. Why don't I take 20 Diplo favor from you too? Yeah, that won't cost me much. Okay, accept deal. Boom. He's happy to agree. We have pieced out. I still have grievances against him because I returned his city. I'm making an extra 100 gold per turn because of the trade deal. I got an extra city out of this in the island that I wanted to have a city on. Just literally could not have gone better for me. I think it would have been very hard for it to go better than me. I tempted to build a Venetian arsenal just for the memes. Don't need an aqueduct at all. Haddington. I mean, what else do we do in Haddington? Ain't really many things. Ain't really many things to do in here. I guess building a factory would get us extra great engineer points, which would be nice. So let's do that. We have built a really nice industrial zone in here, which means we get the workshop. At least the workshop, right? Plus 3 production. It'll potentially scale off some of these, like Brussels, when we build a relationship with Brussels. Commercial hub, we would like to do the market as well, but we get that commercial hub repaired. Let's do a little bit of repairing, get our cities back online. I'm going to send... Wait, you should totally build a... Well, actually, you don't have that much coastal, so I don't think a harbour is very justified, considering you already have a commercial hub. So, harbour not justified. I'm going to send my frigates to go defend my harbours, just to prevent like a barbarian boat like swooping in and pillaging. That's the main objective. All right, let's swap the deer here. We're going to chop the deer. Boom. That'll finish the shipyard here, and that's a really nice shipyard too. Things are coming up Millhouse, man. You know what I'm saying? We're Millhousing it up. Civil engineering, awesome, beautiful. Let's go for natural history. +2 envoys could be awesome. Antiquity sites could be cool. I think we'll go for natural history. I'm going to start developing my friendship with Pingala. Getting space initiative should be good. There is an option to go full nuclear on the world to just kill everyone. I don't really feel like killing everyone. Let's pop back in Public Works. I guess we actually don't need the Public Works card. I don't know how I still had the Settler card plugged in. Oh, good God. Triangular Trade could be really good. I'll pop that in kind of prospectively. Invention could be pretty good. Republican Legacy is like mandatory. Can't believe I don't have that plugged in. Yeah. Don't need to build a card. For sure. I think it would be good to get colonial taxes. I think I'll pop that in over Charismatic Leader. That's so much production, so much gold. This is going to be a huge gold swing for us. Let's go ahead and accept. Yeah, we're up to 800 gold per turn now. Really amazing stuff. With that level of gold income, actually, we might be able to do some purchasing of the mid and late game science buildings when the time comes. So keep an eye out for that. Let's be friends with Alexander. I don't see a reason not to be friends with him. I don't need to be friends with you. Claim a great person. Let's go for Qing Shi. That will be another 2% culture per turn, thanks to Antananarivo. You... just give me gold and 60% rewards for plundering sea trade routes. I'll take it. We got the intelligence agency and Philip Keel. I think we're going to go ahead and go for a science focus. Why not? Then we are going to... I mean, I guess we could build some of these... Like, we could build a Torre de Belim. But why is my question. Why would we build that when we could instead just do campus research grants to get extra science and great scientist points? It seems so much more reasonable to me. We are going to go ahead and purchase the library, and then we're also going to purchase the university. That's 6 science per turn. This is a nice science boost. We're going to repair the market in here. We would like to get a 3rd district. I'm just not sure what it is yet, so we'll kind of be patient. I'm going to promote you to take space initiative just because I want to get that out of the way now. While we're thinking about it, I think now is the time to get all that kind of stuff, you know, squared away. Right, so we did finish this. We got another spy in here. I think stealing gold from Jenny is the right move. So we will go steal from Jenny. And we'll go alert. We will go to alert. Industrial era ends in 10 turns. We got the factory. Do we build the coal power plant in Roxborough? There's no reason not to build the factory here, except that it would use up more coal. But do I give a damn? I don't think I do, because I want that great engineer point. I could alternatively go for campus research grants. I think I'll just go for the coal power plant, extra production, extra great engineer points. Let's buy the library. Let's buy the university to get that science going immediately. And this city will be allowed to continue what it is doing. Let's work some campus research grants. It's kind of interesting that we're hitting our late game stride like this early. So you have your campus, you have your bank. Dude, that's 21 gold from a bank. That's kind of crazy. We definitely want either a water park or an entertainment district. So I'll build the bank in here for now. We definitely need more production in this city, but we'll figure that out as time comes. Let's go ahead and chop here. That'll finish the campus, which we can then use gold to finish the library and the university. This is just the science explosion is happening right now. May as well build an ancient wall. We'll need to figure out how to get you more food, but we will get to that when the time comes. This trade route, what's my best trade route for gold? Philip Keel to Kumasi, Philip Keel to Venice. Venice does have a mission for a trade route, so that's what I will do. I'll put that in Philip Keel. There's a lot of money available there. Thanks to Kumasi. We have circumnavigated the world. We were not first, so we only got +3 era score. Could we get to the Highlander? There's no way we could get to the Highlander. It's too many techs away. We have built our unique building. We could levy some city-states for era score. We have the gold potential for it, and so that's probably what we're going to start doing, is looking to levy for era score. Let's see, how many city-states do I have? 1, 2, 3. I have 3 city-states I can levy. I'm getting 2 more envoys, so I can get some suzerainty. Great people points. I am going to get Albert Einstein. hopefully in less than 8 turns, which should lead to some great people points. And if I can secure enough gold, I might be able to do more on that front. Let's make sure we're purchasing luxuries. Seems like it's quite important. We got 12 cities that are happy, which again, remember, we benefit more from happy cities. Our happy cities are happier. Let's see if anyone wants to buy my strategics. I will sell off my strategics. Every little ounce of gold we can yoinkerino. Does seem quite good. Let's grab a little bit of raw gold. I think the Gaul are the people to sell to. I think I took all of his money. I've got a decent amount of cash in the bank. Let's start leveraging. I'm going to levy Antananarivo. That was +1 era score for that. I believe, yeah, it's always +1 era score for that. We're up to 91 out of 98. So we just need 7 more era score. I think there's a decent chance we can do it. +1 era score there for 15 pop cities. So we just need 6 more era score. We did have urbanization boosted. We got economics. Awesome. We can now found corporations. Ooh, founding a corporation has like a certain charm to it. Oh yeah, I never built any of my things. I just didn't get that many luxuries is the problem. Yeah, that's kind of the problem I have. I actually got like no luxuries in my empire, so nothing I can do there. Let's trade with Venice because they have a mission. Hunza also has a mission, so we would like to trade with them too. Can I pop in here? Grab myself a trader, and then I'll send that to them as well. Okay, lighthouse. We could buy the lighthouse. We do have a thing in to build it. I'll build it, and then maybe I'll buy the shipyard. That seems a little bit more reasonable. We did build the ancient walls in here. Let's pop down and go ahead and do the campus research grants. Again, we want that science points. You would like to defend a harbor. We'll chop here. We'll get 9 turns off that bank. Excellent. All of these city-states units will be told to go asleep. The Gaul's a little bit mad at me, but there's nothing I can do about that. I think flooding just happened. No, something just happened. Something got blown up. Let me see here. A violent storm happened. It looks like trade deals for luxuries opened up. Let's trade and trade and trade. We're not quite hitting ecstatic, but that's fine. We definitely go for the campus in here for sure. We want to prioritize science. We also want to prioritize relationship with scientific city-states if we can. But that's going to be a process that we work towards. We do have the option to go industrial zone. I think I'll go for watermill, industrial zone, aqueduct in that order to build up the city's production capability. Trade route with Hunza, that's 20 gold per turn plus 8 culture per turn. We also can potentially take suzerainty of Hunza as well. Gold per turn is actually kind of sick right now. Let's go build that mine right there. And then we probably want to build a golf course in the city at some point. Let's gain sources in Autogust so that we can operate at 2 levels higher, which means we can siphon funds more efficiently. And let's go through and do a little bit more levying. We will levy Samarkand with their 1 unit. That's another era score, I hope. It is 93. And who else could we levy? We haven't levied Kumasi, so we'll levy Kumasi. There we go. Now we're up to 94. So we just need a little bit more era score. Have I built a unit? I have built a unit with Niter. I haven't found coal, have I? Let me have a little look. Coal in Venice. Yeah, I didn't hit any coal, unfortunately, in my empire. So we'll have to kind of play things a little bit safely. Nice. We got the industrial zone in Carson Kenny. Let's grab the workshop. Let me see. Are these hills? That's a hill that there's a farm on. This hill for sure should be a mine. I don't care if I'm destroying the adjacency. I'm okay with that. Pop a little farm down, or rather a fishing boat down here in Perth. We're going to drop a fishing boat right there. Boom, buy the tile. Now Roxborough will continue to grow. I heard a rock band. So somebody's going for a culture victory. I'm curious, actually. Is anyone close? Lady Six Guy is kind of close. I don't know if she's going to win, but she's kind of close. She has to beat Bjork's culture, and his culture is really good. So that'll be tough for her. In some senses, I would like to get conservation, but I think it's better off if we rush towards, not capitalism, but nuclear program to get those extra great scientist points. So I think I would like to head in that direction. Also, I really want these envoys, though. Those are really, really nice envoys. So I'm going to go for opera and ballet, +2 envoys right there. That seems quite good. We actually have a really robust culture line, so I'm kind of okay with being, quote-unquote, distracted. Now, do I want the water park, or do I want the... I think the water park is better. If I place the water park here, this campus will get +1 science on it. So water park there. We'll go for the coal power plant into the water park. Now your shenanigans are not to be ignored. A little farm over there. You will siphon funds. I want you to gain sources in Jenny first. Okay, there's +1 era score. Our envoys just triggered. We have 4 envoys in the bank. We also got replaceable parts, which makes our farms better. We got the enlightenment, and I think we are technologically, we're taking sanitation, which means we're 1 tech away from chemistry, so we should start banking money, really, to buy those research labs the second they become available. I think our goal right now is to take suzerainties and then levy, because we need 3 era score. So if I take Zanzibar, boom, and then I levy Zanzibar, that's +1 era score right there. If I take, who can I take with a single envoy? Let me see, is anyone, I could take both Buenos Aires and Hong Kong. Not quite. I could put 2 into Hunza and levy. 2 into Hunza, boom, levy. We're 1 era score away. Albert Einstein recruitment. Boom. Easy. Easy. Didn't even have to think about it. There we go. 98 out of 98. We've secured a golden age. Not that we need the golden age. It's just more that it was kind of like a fun little project to try and get it. Let's go for the coal power plant in here. We got the campus. We buy the library. We buy the university. We'll spend a few turns working on the zoo. For sure, we want those amenities. Amenities. The fact that we have ecstatic cities right now, 11 ecstatic cities. Remember, we're playing Scotland, so we get a 5% and a 5% production, 5% science, 5% production boost when we are happy, and that doubles when we're super happy. So if I go to Philip Keel right now, we're getting a 30% amenity boost, plus a 15% modifier. So the amount of science that we're making right now is insane. Also, the amount of great people points that we're making right now is insane. Just crazy stuff. Looking at the city of Dayara, we have the campus completed. I think it could be worth it to go for the stock exchange. I don't even know how I'm going to make that work, but whatever. Look, we're just doing things. We're doing things and stuff. We're making it work. It is what it is. It do what it do. I'm going to teleport Albert Einstein to the capital because I want the research lab in the capital, ideally. Let's harvest this wheat to force the city to grow. It will hit another pop level in the next turn. And Bjorks was ravaged by a natural disaster. I'll vote that up once. I would like it to pass because it's always good to pass these things. There's no reason not to, as far as I can tell. It's just a great way for the AI to waste their diplomatic favor. I think we could justify buying a shipyard in here. I think it's worth it. That's 8 production, 16 gold. It's super worth it. It's super worth it. Now, speaking of which, we are going to go ahead and get to work on that campus right there. Boom. We want the science to increase. You're going to step over here with Albert Einstein, and then I want to trigger Albert Einstein's effect. This will give me 1 random technology from the modern or atomic era, and all my research labs will provide +4 science. Now, research labs as a baseline provide 3 science, +5 when they're powered. So this will bring them up from a baseline 8 science to a baseline 12 science, plus their citizen yield, which is an extra 3. So, like, this brings them up to, like, a 15 science building, which is pretty damn good. And that's considering this is before, also electricity was boosted. This is considering before I have actually started to build my relationship with scientific city-states, which I am going to start doing soon. Let's take a look at the envoy quests. Is there anything in here I could do? Lots of trade route stuff. Getting a courser is actually super doable as long as I've researched it. I could 1 turn that tech and then buy a courser and get an envoy in Caguana, which doesn't seem so bad to me. Okay, India declared war on me. You want an economic alliance? Sure, pay me. So I want to find somebody who's at war with India and get a military alliance with them. First things first, let's give our cities like a slight defense boost by building walls. I think that's like totally reasonable because I don't have steel yet. We need to start thinking about how we're going to defend these cities. I think the obvious thing to do is to bring frigates over. We need to think about how we're going to defend ourselves and how we're going to get retribution. So let's have a little bit of a think about that. In terms of technology, I think we stay the course and we go for chemistry. We stopped off for coursers for a single turn, but that was mostly just so that I could get an envoy quest, which I will immediately do because it is 800 gold for an envoy. Boom. Very good trade in my opinion. So I think like privateers fit really nicely into the game plan of like defending myself here, as do frigates, but I don't think I have the niter. So like down here where we're doing campus research grants, let's get some frigates going, and then I might be worth it for me to plug in a card that gives me better like ship production, or privateers, not frigates, sorry. They're cheap, they can defend the coast, and also they can then swing around and pillage, and they become submarines, which are really, really nice. So I'd like to trade with city-states that I'm suzerain of, but I don't want to do this one. Ooh. Alexandroupoli is good. It's a little bit too scary of a trade route. I could trade with Gaul. Bibrax is like a relatively safe trade route, so I'll do Bibrax. Boom. Oh, wow, yeah. Okay, Venice has declared war on me. I have an envoy in the bank. Who am I at war with? It looks like it's just Venice, which is fine. I'm making 1,000 gold per turn, which should allow me to do quite a lot in this war. Okay, we got walls in the city. We do not do much damage here. We're going to need... Where are my frigates? We're going to need to do all of the damage we can. So anything that's ranged can come this way. I'm going to put you inside the city to give it extra defense. I'm going to shoot... Oh, the cuirassier also needs to die. Now, when it comes to units in the city, I think the bombard might be the play. That could be a frigate though. So I think we'll start with an archer. Yes, the archer does not do much damage, but we can very quickly, after we get chemistry, tech up to crossbows and field cannons. Right, we are at a golden age. We could do 2 arms and go for airplanes. God, do we switch into military? It's possible for us this way. This is really a science civ, though. We would be like playing against our strengths. I think we focus on the science. Scotland is a science civ. We'll go for heartbeat esteem. That's the play, in my opinion. A 10% production boost towards all industrial era and later wonders. Campus districts give you science as production as well. I think that's the play. Let's see if we can get those medieval walls going. I also will buy frigates. We can start to fight back a little bit. We're going to go for nationalism so we can combine our units together, and then we'll go for mobilization so we can get better units again. I've got 3 envoys in the bank. I think we will like to come in here. We're going to drop Visselbank in for a turn, and then we're going to plug in Diplomatic League to get the first envoy to double. Do that, and then all of these signed city-states that we want to be friends with, we're going to pop double envoys in, and then we're going to pop another envoy into Geneva, which should net us a bit of science. So we're up to 336, and then we will be able to switch back Diplomatic League at our next summit, the government summit. You have gained sources in the city of August, which means it's time to start siphoning funds. 84% chance to steal over 800 gold. We're going to go ahead and continue to blast through here. We do have quads, but we can't really afford to upgrade them. I will bring this privateer back north. Let me have a little bit of a look to see if there's another frigate around. No, I don't think so. Spies siphoning funds operating 2 levels higher would be nice. I'll put 3 votes into that. I would like great works of writing to be banned. I would like to get the Diplo favor, and I would like World's Fair to pass. None of those are particularly important decisions. They are just kind of Okay, so sculptures were doubled. Siphon funds is better. Change Recupta got the victory points, and the World's Fair has passed. Now, the World's Fair requires us to generate great people points in order to earn score, which is something we're pretty good at. As Scotland, we have some advantages when it comes to generating great people points. So there's something interesting there. I'm going to pop you into the water. We will gold purchase another archer, again, because we're looking to combine them together eventually. We'll shoot here. Shoot here. You're staying in place. Well, why don't you kill this guy? He made himself vulnerable. Why don't you pillage this, condemn that guy, be annoying. Like, if your opponent doesn't give you opportunities to, defeat him in the field of battle, being annoying can be equally as effective. I may as well buy this tile so I can chop it and get this stock exchange like a good few turns sooner. Get myself another mine in that city. All the juicy things. But kill this guy, step over here and attack this. Just trying to push back these cuirassiers from damaging my empire. Let's get to work on the zoo. It's not particularly important that we get better walls in here. He has gone into a full retreat. I don't see a reason to go on the offensive against India. We might be able to sneak in and pillage some stuff with privateers that we're building. We did manage to get the coal power plant in Haddington. Mostly we're looking for a way for this city to grow. I'm going to focus on food. That's what I really want in here. Yeah, I really want this city to grow. So on that end, I'm going to buy that crab tile and see if there's a builder charge nearby. Well, I really want to build this mine. The crab is more important, I think. It would be good to build 4 sewers to get democracy, because that feels like the right late game play for us in this particular game. So let's do sewer? Yeah, let's do sewer. Let's do sewers. Looks like he's sending the noise police to the south as well. So I might need to buy a couple caravels to help protect what's going on down here. See if we can't defend. Buy a caravel here. I'll buy 2 caravels because they'll be able to punch really hard. You step there, shoot this guy. Okay, I'll move you down south to see if you can also form a bit of a wall. Condemn this. Just keep looking around so we can't sneak units through our iron curtain. We'll start moving frigates to the south. You step here, condemn this. Again, I don't need to condemn these units. It's more so it's like it's an easy opportunity for me to annoy him. And the more like attritional damage I can do to his economy, is technically killing faith units is destroying his faith economy, right? Because he's not getting a return on investment from the faith that he spent. So it seems like a pretty reasonable thing to do. Nice. We have unlocked research labs. That's going to be a great scientific advancement for us. We also have access to nationalism. So we can start combining units together. We completed the zoo in Edinburgh. We have a research lab. Let's take stock of the situation before we push forward. I want you to hear. I want you to blast this guy. I want you to blast this guy. Blast him, blast him. So he's in bad shape now. We're chasing down these units in the ocean. With the bones in the ocean. All right, that is a battleship. Something we can defeat, provided we get the jump on it. So we're going to back up and let it come to us. In Edinburgh, we're going to go ahead and buy the research lab. Boom. Now, important thing to remember, when you buy the research lab, make sure you focus on science, because now when I buy this research lab, boom, up to 52 science from a 30-ish science yield. 56 science in total. It's an amazing, amazing building. Get it as soon as you can. Let's get a couple privateers. I'll put a final promotion into Pingala just for era score. I don't need it, but just for era score. You guys can combine together, but just waiting for the nationalism to be able to turn you into an army. There's the battleship. Battleship spotted. So if we double smash it with a caravel and maybe a frigate that's been leveled up, we can do something. All right, let's get it surrounded. Caravel or battleship officially surrounded, which means we can get a +3 flanking bonus on it. So we get the flank, bring down its combat strength, get the flank. And now, no matter what it does, it's dead next turn unless it has a promotion. In Carson Kinney, let's go ahead and purchase the research lab to continue the science going. It's important to note, by the way, if you're curious as to why I chose to play Scotland, because I started recording this before the patch came out. The goddamn Civ developers released a patch while I was away on vacation. How dare they? Let's drop it here. Water Park, that'll be 3 turns away. We got the stock exchange. I think the research lab would be a good thing to grab. Perfect. Make sure we focus on science. It brings it up to 48 science per turn. With campus, I think a water park is a fine thing to go for too. Remember, we want to keep our amenities nice and high, so things like water parks actually fit our build really exceptionally well. So I'm quite happy with that as a goal. I suppose I could combine these together. It would make an improvement. Get me a little bit of era score, all that jazz. You move forward, blast him. Can you get that killed? Not quite, but we can get close. You step back here to heal, or rather to be prepared to get upgraded. And then you chase down these units as well. Let's see. I mean, you're fine. You don't need that. I'm going to move this trader to, let's have a look at our available routes. Ideally to city-states. Carson, Kenny to Granada. Okay, so let's move you to Carson. I'm missing a couple of traders, but I'm kind of playing things a little bit slowly, a little bit by ear. Plus, I'm spending all my gold on other things. Let's buy the research lab of the capital. Boom, up to 93 science per turn in here. That's feeling very, very saucy. Let's go back to doing campus research grants. We're up to 400 science per turn now, which is insanely good considering the size and quality of our empire. We'll build the library, and then by the time we finish the library, we might be able to purchase the university and research lab. That's great. We have the aqueduct completed in this city. We definitely want to get ourselves a campus in here. That'll be an 8-turn campus. And we should be able to snipe down this bad boy here. Perfect. All things considered, every time the AI declares war on me, it seems to go really badly for them. I'm also going to get to pillage a trade route, which is nice. Don't know why they would consider that to have been a good move for them. Now, I want you to trade with Granada. That's worth 25 gold, plus 6 culture per turn. Excellent, and it'll get me an envoy. Envoys are beautiful. Envoys are useful. They are extremely, extremely good things to get a hold of. Let's get a nice flanking bonus on this guy, and we should be able to kill him. Oh, not quite, but we did get some experience and some levels. I should probably build research labs in some of my cities. I think that makes sense rather than doing research grants. I mean, 10 turns for a research lab is a totally reasonable amount of time. Totally reasonable. So we have chemistry. I think it's time to start working towards rocketry. We need to make a decision about where our spaceport is going. So where is the spaceport going? I think I could go in the city of Edinburgh, which honestly, it's time to rename. Now, you know what? I'll do that at the start of the next episode. I have a little bit of momentum here, and I want to work my way through that momentum because I'm having a good time. I don't want to stop at all. I'm going to build a couple of traders in here. I can't spare the gold to purchase traders, but I can spare the production to build traders in certain cities, particularly if that city does not have a district to build at the current moment in time, which it does not. 10-turn research lab. Let's cancel all those projects. Make sure you're focused on science. Excellent. We killed the enemy veteran, which got me a little bit of era score. You have a promotion too. Let's go for loot. Do a little bit of looting. Apparently loot is an Indian word. An interesting thing that I had been told once upon a time. I don't know what it actually means, but I was told it was an Indian word. How true is that? Who knows? Sometimes you're told things and they could be true, they could be not true. Togo Haihachiro from the modern era. Let's recruit him. We will not need him for anything, so I'll just put him asleep. We got the Ferris wheel coming out in spades. We can have a fully built campus. We want those amenities. Any amenities to purchase? Oh yeah, for sure. For churches, we can purchase some amenities. Nuts. I'm wondering if I could potentially sneak in a little bit of damage on my opponent. Right, we'll shoot you. You step forward, you shoot you. Let's get our caravels into flanking positions. We do a little damage. He's flanked, means he's taking extra damage. We're taking less damage. We're doing more damage. It's all great. I'll do polygraph as a useful one for a science victory because it gives your spies the ability to defend your homeland with alacrity because they get that juicy plus levels when they're defending. He wants peace now. I think I could get some pillaging out of this, so I may as well milk this war. There's no reason to end. I don't have a reason to end the war, right? In this exact moment. And so why would I end a war that I don't have to end? Why would I end a war that I'm winning? Do you know what I mean? All right, let's get our friendships back. We'll declare friendship with you. We'll declare friendship with you. Because I don't like being at war. It doesn't seem necessary to be at war. The only person I might not get a friendship with is Lady Six Guy. I might just denounce her and try to get people to declare war on her to slow down the victory. I think it would be good to hit Lady Six Guy with some military stuff. So yeah, I think I'm going to go for flight. I think I'm going to go flight into radio into advanced flight so that we can prepare an invasion. Then I will go for rocketry. I kind of need aircraft carriers sooner. Where are battleships? I think I need to go battleships here, but I don't have any coal is the problem. But I have nowhere to land. I have nowhere to launch airplanes from if I invade them because I don't have a land connection to them. So I need aircraft carriers and bombers. Well, the aircraft carriers are easier to get, so I'm gonna go for aluminium, and that will dictate whether or not I think I'll be able to go to war. And my goal is to mostly just like cripple their empire and prevent them from getting culture, because they're getting a lot of culture right now. So if I could take their, I think that's the play. I think we have to kill Maya here because they're threatening a victory condition. So Maya has to go. Potentially we'll have to kill Korea as well because they're also threatening a victory condition in that they've already started to research science. So we may actually be pivoting here towards a little bit more of a militaristic game, which I'm actually totally fine with. So let's move a trader to Carson Kinney because it has a trade request. You move to Carson Kinney. Perfect. I'm going to start training some cuirassiers, mainly to take over the role of my heavy ground forces when I have access to the tanks. That'll be the play. Let's purchase the university. That's another 8 science. We'll also purchase a research lab. That's another boost of science. We focus on science, and that'll be up to 45 science in this city. Let's go for the watermill. We will build the industrial zone as well. And I don't think campus research grants are as attractive to me in this moment in time. I'm going to quickly grab myself I think I'll go for the water park because the amenities are nice. And this empire does really, really well if it has high amenities. So amenities, please. I'll take a promotion on you. Embalon is good. I'll take a promotion on you. Embalon is good. You have another promotion too. Now you're a frigate. I think I'd like the privateer to level up. So we'll shoot that guy and then we'll shoot with you. And then we have a promotion on these guys. You are making your way over here to start pillaging. August, let's start stealing cash. A research alliance with the Gaul actually seems totally reasonable. I'll take that deal. So there's flight. We can get a couple of aerodromes. We can start building biplanes and observation balloons, all that stuff. That'll be something we kind of work on progressively. Let's go for loot. Love a little bit of loot. Let's keep on looting. Trade route, mostly looking for city-states with quests. Mohenjo-Daro, excellent. Continuing to develop my relationship with city-states. I'm okay with staying at war with India because I'm nowhere near prepared to go to war with anyone else at the moment. So there's no reason to stop this war as it currently stands, because I'm not in a position to declare war with the people that I need to declare war on, which is Korea and Maya. It's just going to take me a little bit of time to get those together. 728 gold was stolen. We got a huge amount of gold in the bank, which allows us to be really flexible this game. I am going to go for I think I'll buy the Ferris wheel, because it's 1,000 gold. Boom. And then I will work on cuirassiers. We probably want to plug in the card that gives us better heavy cavalry production. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to take this out, take out veterancy, and plug in the, I don't know why I can't find it, chivalry. And we should build these cuirassiers a little bit sooner. We'll be able to build a nice army. So looking for city-state quests. Nobody has a trade quest at the moment, okay? We are in a new era, so it is worth it to check this, right? They want me to build a tank, they want me to build artillery. A couple of guys want trade routes. Inspiration for capitalism, mobilization, suffrage. Well, mobilization is having 3 cores in our military. I have 1 core. If I move you to here and I buy another courser, that'll be 2 cores. Then I don't think I have any like land-based military units. Oh, I have a man-at-arms down here. So if I buy another man-at-arms, I'd have to buy a musketman. Not good. Well, I can circumvent this by buying a frigate over here, and then I should be able to buy a man-at-arms. Oh, it doesn't let me go that far back. Right. Well, I'll just do cuirassiers when the time comes. So yeah, we definitely want to boost mobilization. What else do we want to boost? Let's take a little look here. You know what? Well, we're over-optimizing. We do a little pillage. Lovely. Getting a ton of gold, ton of faith, all the juicy stuff. Allison is leveled up. I want you to be I guess guerrilla leader is fine. You're able to recruit partisans. That's not a particularly useful mission, but getting the level alone is fine. Again, I don't need to peace out India. I'm not prepared to not be at war. However, this is a really good moment to call an end to this episode. We played about 30 turns. I want to call that the end of the episode. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.